right. We're not just here talking about how you love yourself so that there's clarity. We're talking about your measure of greatness. So as we've gone through the last 8 weeks, we've been talking varying points about how you like yourself, how you notice yourself, how it feels to be in the world. And not too long ago, we talked about the measure of enough. What is enough? And that measurement is your law of average. That's your law of average right there, is enough. Now, something happens in our life where it doesn't matter how many compliments we get, how many people tell us we're wonderful, how many people tell us they love us. Oftentimes we'll get one criticism or one person telling us a truth that doesn't feel right or triggers us in that way, and it can take us out, right? I know you felt this. So I want to share with you a story, because what the next 4 days is like in this mission is really building a context, a measurement of greatness for you. We're going to create a report card for you to live by, okay? So our enough baseline is our law of averages. And what takes us out is, really what we have to work on, if we're honest. It's just the area, the dissonance that we have to work on. But then I want there to be a pile of greatness, a pile of awesome that you can rely on to be there anytime something takes you out. And that is 15 items. 15, you guys. 15 items of greatness. 15 things that you love about yourself. So let me tell you a little story. Zoe recently got her report card. Now, for those of you who don't know her, she's 7. So she just got her 3rd report card of the year. And she is generally very average. In report cardville for elementary, you get 3 numbers. You get a 2, a 3, or a 4. A 2 means you have work to do. A 3 means you're doing just fine in your grade point average. 4 means, wow, that's pretty good. You actually broke through your grade's glass ceiling. So incredible job. But it doesn't determine who you are. It's just a measurement of where there needs to be work and where there needs to be celebration. Does that make sense? That's all a report card is just a measurement of where we can look at ourselves. So in the context for you, what I want you to imagine is that the enough, what is enough, has become your measurement of average, that you are succeeding every single day in your measurement of average. This is enough. We are good. But in the manifestation scale, let's just be honest. We're looking for 4s, aren't we? We all want a 4. We really do in our hearts want to see exceptionalism. We really do in our hearts want to see where we excel. So this 15 items is being braggy and really giving rise to what you love about yourself and creating what I call the measurement of greatness. So that when, and I want to be so clear, so that when you get a 2 on your report card or a criticism, or somebody tells you that there's an area in your life that you need to work on, you can agree that that might be an area that you need to work on, but that you have a context for what is actually important to you. What are your true measures of greatness? So that you can decide if that criticism matters. So that you can decide if the thing that bothers somebody else is something of value to you. Oftentimes we receive criticisms from other people because those other people are measuring themselves against your greatness, or are measuring themselves against what you are not. It's their shit, not your shit. That's a whole nother big topic. But when you have a measure of greatness, when you have a value system of what you believe is important in your life, sometimes those criticisms can be an opportunity to grow or an opportunity to go and decide that you don't have that in your value system and it doesn't matter, okay? So this 4 days is about building the measurement of your greatness. And it starts with, what do I love about myself? So what do I love about myself? On Zoe's report card, one of the top things that she got was a 4 in creativity. Now, I don't know about you guys, but creativity to me equals fucking awesome. And I don't mean that from like she's really good at coloring or her imagination is amazing. Creativity is the absolute ability to problem solve. The best problem solvers in the world are creative. So if she's exercising creativity and has busted out of her grade level for that, then that to me is a huge reward, and it's an indicator of her greatness, okay? And if we put value in that she's a great problem solver and very creative, then that becomes a measurement of greatness. And so when she also gets a 2 in math and doesn't understand why, and it hurts her heart that she's not getting a better grade in math, we can say, well, are you using your measure of greatness? Are you using your creativity to problem solve for number 2? Okay? Does that make sense? So that's what we're going to work on in the next 4 days, is what you love about yourself. And that becomes the measure of greatness. Are you creative? Are you a problem solver? Do you love how kind you are? Do you love what you bring to other people? Do you love how you support yourself? Do you love the acts of self-care that you offer yourself? Do you love your intellect? Do you love your brain? Do you love the way you look in clothes? Do you love your boobs? Do you love your elbows? Do you love how your, poop comes out in the morning? Whatever it is that you can create a measurement of greatness out of, I want you to write that down. And if you exceed 15, holy fuck, congratulations. Usually I make people do 50 in my big courses. So if you can come up with 1.5, then see if you can come up with 5.0. And if you can come up with 5.0, then I want you to come up with 100. 100 measurements of greatness in your life. Because when you write down 100 measurements of greatness in your life, guess what? When you get a 2 on your report card, ain't nobody gonna be able to take you down, because you love yourself. All right, you guys, lots of love. Peace.